In this lecture, I would like to discuss about the effect of pi bonding on complexes. This topic is related to the metal ligand bonding on the basis of molecular orbital theory. In sigma bonding, we know how to draw the molecular orbital diagram for the particular octahedral complex. So in sigma bonding, the metal sigma orbitals get overlap with the ligand sigma orbitals, ligand group orbitals, and there is a formation of bonding and antibonding molecular orbitals. But when we consider the pi bonding between the metal and the ligand, there is some effect of pi bonding on the properties of the complexes. Pi bonding is possible in some complexes when the ligand possesses orbitals suitable for pi bonding along with sigma bonding orbitals. We know that the metal is having both types of the orbitals, that is sigma orbitals and pi orbitals. In the assumptions of the molecular orbital theory, it is mentioned that if the ligand is having the suitable pi orbitals, then that orbitals are involved in the pi bonding. Metal pi orbitals get overlap with ligand pi orbitals, and there is a formation of pi bonding and pi star antibonding molecular orbitals. We know that pi bond has a nodal plane that include the bond axis. Generally, the atomic orbitals who are involved in the pi bonding, their lobes are perpendicular to the internuclear axis. Their lobes are perpendicular to the internuclear axis. The metal and ligand orbitals that are taking part in pi bond formation will lie perpendicular to the internuclear axis. It means the metal pi orbitals and ligand pi orbitals who are involved in the pi bonding, who are involved in the pi bond formation, their lobes are perpendicular to the internuclear axis. And there is a lateral overlapping of the atomic orbitals or sidewise overlapping of the atomic orbitals. Now, with reference to the metal complexes, the concept of pi bonding plays an important role to explain the stability of some complexes. We know that some complexes are very stable complexes, some complexes are less stable complexes. So this can be explained on the basis of effect of pi bonding on the properties of the complexes. So let us going to explain now how the pi molecular orbitals are formed in the octahedral complexes. So let us first of all think about the ligand orbitals that can take part in the pi bonding. We already aware about the metal pi orbitals, particularly the T2G orbital of the metal. T2G orbital means dxy, dyz and dxz orbital. So these three d orbitals are involved in the pi bonding. The metal pi orbitals are dxy, dyz and dxz. These are involved in the pi bonding because their lobes are in between the axis. They are perpendicular to the internuclear axis, and these lobes are in between the axis. Suppose that this is dxy orbital So its lobe, it is in between the x and y axis. So this orbital, it is suitable for the formation of the pi bond. So as metals are having the pi orbitals, that is T2G orbitals, triply degenerate orbitals. So the ligands also have such type of the pi orbitals. There are three types of the pi orbitals the ligands are having. Simple filled p orbitals. Such p or such pi orbitals are available in the ligands like fluoroligand, chloroligand. Second type of the pi orbital, it is simple vacant or empty d pi orbitals. The ligands which are having such empty d pi orbitals are phosphine and arsine. They are having empty d pi orbitals. D pi means dxy, dz and dxz. Ligands like cyano and carbon monoxide, they are having vacant pi molecular orbitals or empty pi molecular orbitals. If you see the electronic configuration of the carbon monoxide molecule, then the electronic configuration of the carbon monoxide molecule shows that it is having empty pi molecular orbitals, that is antibonding molecular orbitals are empty, that is pi star 2px and pi star 2py. If you see the electronic configuration of the CO molecule, these molecular orbitals are empty. Okay, and such empty molecular orbitals are available with the ligands like cyano and carbonyl. So ligands are having plenty of the pi orbitals. The ligands like fluoro and chloro, they are having the filled p pi orbitals. It means their p orbitals are filled, their pi orbitals are filled. Let us, you can see fluoro, the electronic configuration of the fluorine atomic number 9, one electron is extra here. So we can write here the outer electronic configuration 2s2 2p6. Actually fluorine, it is having 2s2 2p5 electronic configuration. One electron is extra here due to the negative charge. So 2s2 2p6. So there are three p orbitals. Okay, px, py, pz, and there are electrons here. You can see. So already pz orbital, it is involved into the sigma bonding, that is known to us, and this px and py orbital involved into the pi bonding. It means that the fluoroligand is having two pi orbitals, and these pi orbitals are filled pi orbitals, means it is having the electrons. So let us show the overlapping between metal pi orbitals with ligand pi orbitals. So this is the diagram, first diagram. Metal, suppose it is a dxy orbital. Metal dxy orbital can be overlapped with ligand p pi orbital. So this is perpendicular to the internuclear axis. You can see here. And this type of the overlap, it is a sidewise overlap or lateral overlap. In the ligands like fluoroligands, such type of the overlapping is takes place. Now second one, the metal d pi orbital, that is dxy, dz and dxz, and ligand empty d pi orbitals. In the ligands like phosphine and arsine, such orbitals are available. So this type of the pi bonding, it is d pi bonding. Metal d orbitals get overlap with ligand d orbitals. And last one you can see here, metal d pi orbitals get overlap with the pi star antibonding molecular orbitals, pi star 2px or pi star 2py. In the ligand like carbon monoxide, such pi orbital are available. So they are empty here. So in this way, the pi bond between the metal and the ligand will be formed. Pi molecular orbitals are formed there. Okay, pi molecular orbitals are formed there. Now let us see how the molecular orbital diagram for the metal complexes with pi bonding. It is clear that metal is having the pi orbitals and ligands are also having the pi orbitals. And there is a overlapping between the metal pi orbitals with the ligand pi orbitals, and pi bonding molecular orbitals and pi star antibonding molecular orbitals are formed. Now consider a simple example of ligand with mutually perpendicular p orbitals. For example, fluoroligand, it is having two p orbitals. Pz orbital, it is already involved into the sigma bonding. So it is having px and py orbital. Okay, this means that there are 12 pi orbitals available with the ligand. In the octahedral complex, you can see in the octahedral complex, there are 6 ligands. So one ligand is now having 2 pi orbitals, as we have seen in the fluoroligand. We have seen in the fluoroligand, according to its electronic configuration, 2s to 2p6. So it is having the field p pi orbital. Field p pi orbital. So this is pz orbital, and now this is px and this is py orbital. And these orbitals are involved into the pi bonding, but these pi orbitals are filled. So one ligand is having two p pi orbitals. One ligand, it is having one fluoroligand, it is having two p pi orbitals. So in the octahedral complex, there are 6 ligands who are coordinated to the metal. So 6 ligands are having the 12 p pi orbitals. 12 pi orbitals are available with the ligands. How many pi orbitals? 12 pi orbitals with the ligands in the octahedral complex. But on the basis of the group theory, when these 12 pi orbitals are combined, they form 4 triply degenerate set of ligand group orbitals or ligand symmetric orbitals. These 12 pi orbitals get combined on the basis of the group theory, and there is a formation of 4 triply degenerate. 4 triply degenerate. Degenerate means identical energy. Triply degenerate sets of pi ligand group orbitals belonging to the symmetry class. Now their symmetry class, it is T1g, T2g, T1u and T2u. This is the symmetry class. It means that such type of the triply degenerate pi orbitals are formed there, 4 symmetry class. It means ligands are having such type of the pi orbitals. T1g set, T2g set, T1u set and T2u set. Out of these, T1g and T2g symmetry orbitals remain non-bonding. T1g and T2u, because these orbitals are not available with the metal. Okay, metals are available which orbitals? T1u orbital and T2g orbital. Okay, so T1g and T2u orbitals, symmetry orbitals remain non-bonding because there are no orbitals of similar symmetry with the metals. Metal is having only T2g orbital, dxy, dz and dxz. Okay, now the T1u set of the orbitals, metal is having the T1u set, but it is already involved into the sigma bonding. So it is not available now with the ligand. Ligand is having T1u set. Okay, so it is not also considered. So now this T2g ligand orbital can be overlapped with T2g metal orbital, and there is a formation of the pi bond. Therefore, only T2g set of ligand symmetric orbitals are left with to overlap with T2g orbitals of the metal ion. Okay, so by considering this, we can draw the molecular orbital diagram where complexes involving pi bonding. So which metal orbital? The T2g metal orbital will be overlapped with T2g ligand orbital, and there is a formation of pi molecular orbital and pi star molecular orbital. Thus, when we are studying the octahedral complexes with pi bonding, mainly the effect of T2G ligand symmetric orbitals on T2G metal orbitals has to be considered. T2G ligand symmetric orbitals and with T2G metal orbitals have to be considered. Interaction between T2G ligand symmetric orbitals and T2G metal orbitals. Both are having the same symmetry. So let us going to discuss here the effect of pi bonding on ligand field splitting parameter. Now we know that which metal pi orbitals are involved in the pi bonding, which ligand pi orbitals are involved in the pi bonding. Actually, there are 12 pi orbitals are available with the ligand. But according to the group theory, there is a formation of the four sets, triply degenerate sets, T1G, T2G, T1U, and T2U. But out of these four triply degenerate sets, only T2G ligand orbital can be overlap with metal T2G orbitals. So therefore, in octahedral complexes, metal T2G orbitals take part in pi bonding. And in the molecular orbital diagram, the metal T2G orbitals are lowered or raised in energy. Their energy can be decreases or their energy can be increases. Later on, we can see here. It will depends upon the energy gap between the T2G and Eg star orbital. In the sigma bonding molecular orbital diagram, we know the energy gap between the T2G and Eg star orbital. T2G and Eg star orbital. That is, the delta O value will be changes. So let us see the effect of the pi bonding on the delta O value. The effect of the pi bonding on the delta O value. That is the topic. Effect of pi bonding on the ligand field splitting parameter. That is delta O. Delta O, it is the energy gap between the T2G orbital and Eg star orbital. We have seen this energy gap in the octahedral complex. Let us, you can see here the energy gap between the T2G and Eg star orbital. This is the MO diagram for the octahedral complex. And the energy gap here, this between the T2G and Eg star, this is delta O. So in some octahedral complexes, we are showing this energy gap will be larger, and some octahedral complexes, it is having this energy gap will be lesser. And this is because of due to the effect of the pi bonding. It means that the effect of the pi bonding, it is mainly on the delta O value. So why delta O will be increases or decreases? Let us going to that. Let us going to discuss that. That is the effect of the pi bonding also. The delta O value will be changes. So this effect of the pi bonding on delta O, it depends upon two factors. Why that delta O will be reduces, why that delta O will be increases. It depends upon the two factor. The energy level of ligand orbitals with respect to the metal T2G orbitals. And second thing, whether the ligand pi orbitals are vacant or filled. First of all, the energy level of the ligand orbitals with respect to the metal orbitals. Okay, means as the ligand orbitals are lower energy level than metal orbitals, or the ligand pi orbitals are at the higher energy level than the metal orbitals. So according to that, we can decide the effect of the pi bonding on the delta O value. And second important thing is that whether the ligand pi orbitals are vacant or filled. Okay. So according to this, there are two types of the pi interactions between the metal and the ligand. That is ligand to metal pi interaction and metal to ligand pi interaction. So let us going to discuss this. Now it is clear that there is a formation of the pi bond between the metal and the ligand. And we also know that which metal pi orbitals are involved in the bonding. That is T2G orbitals of the metal. And ligands are also having the same symmetry orbitals, that is T2G. And according to this, there are two types of the interactions. First type, it is ligand to metal pi interaction. The interaction, it is ligand to metal pi interaction. This is the first type here. It means that ligand orbitals are filled, which is having the low energy level. In the MO diagram, we are showing the ligand pi orbitals are filled and they are to be represented at the lower energy level. The ligands like such as fluoroligands, the filled pi orbitals are there. Px and py orbitals are filled. So in the MO diagram, it is having the lower energy level because it is the electronegative element and it is having the electron. So we have to represent it is at the lower energy level as compared to the metal pi orbitals. In an octahedral complex, like this is the example we have to explain, FeF6, hexafluoroferrate third ion. The ligands F minus have filled pi orbitals, okay, available for pi bonding. Hence the complex involves sigma as well as pi bonding. So in this complex, both types of the bonds can be formed, sigma bond as well as pi bond. But sigma bonding we already explained. Sigma bonding molecular orbital diagram is known to us. Okay. Now we want to explain here only pi bonding. So regarding to the pi bonding, the interactions between the T2G ligand orbitals and T2G metal orbitals are to be considered, are to be studied. Now in such a complex, fluorine is more electronegative than Fe3 plus ion. No doubt. Fe3 plus ion and fluoro. When we are going to draw the MO diagram, this is onto the right side, this is onto the left side. Metal T2G orbitals onto the left side and ligand T2G orbitals on the right side. Now the ligand pi orbitals are filled, so it is at the lower energy level. And metal pi orbitals, suppose they are at the higher energy level. Okay. So fluorine orbitals lie at a lower energy level compared to the corresponding T2G metal orbitals. Under these conditions, the pi bonding molecular orbitals will resemble the ligand orbitals. First of all, let us see the diagram belongs to this. Let us see the diagram belongs to this. So this is the pi bonding molecular orbital diagram, ligand to metal pi interaction, where ligand orbitals are at the lower energy level. You can see here the T2G orbital of the ligand are at the lower energy level. They are at the lower energy level here because they are filled ligand orbitals of lower energy level. And metal T2G orbitals and Fe3 plus ion, it is a less electronegative. So it is having the higher energy level. Metal orbitals are at the higher energy level. And this is the energy gap between the T2G and Eg star. This is from sigma bonding molecular orbital diagram. This energy gap, it is taken from sigma bonding molecular orbital diagram. Okay. Sigma bonding molecular orbital diagram where the T2G orbitals are non-bonding orbitals are there. In that MO diagram, T2G orbitals are non-bonding orbitals. But now in this case, they are involved into the bonding. They are involved into the pi bonding. So there is an interaction between the metal T2G orbitals with ligand T2G orbitals. But in this case, the ligand T2G orbitals are at the lower energy level because they are filled with the electrons. So filled ligand orbitals of low energy level. And metal T2G orbitals are at the higher energy level. And this is the initial energy gap between the T2G and Eg star orbital that come from the sigma bonding molecular orbital diagram. Now, the ligand T2G orbitals are nearer to the T2G molecular orbitals. Ligand T2G orbitals are nearer to the T2G molecular orbitals. Therefore, according to the concept of the molecular orbital theory, when the ligand orbitals are at the lower energy level, so the ligand orbitals are closely resemble to, or T2G bonding molecular orbitals, pi bonding molecular orbitals are closely resemble to the ligand T2G orbitals, or the contribution of the ligand T2G orbitals will be greater here, and contribution of the metal T2G orbitals will be greater here in the antibonding molecular orbital. So in this case, the metal T2G orbitals can be overlapped with the ligand T2G orbitals, where the ligand T2G orbitals are at the lower energy level and metal T2G orbitals are at the higher energy level. Why the ligand T2G orbitals are at the lower energy level? Because they are filled with electrons. So of course they are lies at the lower energy level. This is according to the concept of the molecular orbital theory. And metal T2G orbitals are at the higher energy level. So when they are going to be overlap, metal T2G get overlap with ligand T2G, formation of T2G pi bonding molecular orbital, T2G star antibonding molecular orbital. Now we are going to discuss here the effect of the pi bonding on the delta O value. Okay, so we know that according to the concept of the molecular orbital theory, the T2G pi bonding molecular orbitals are closely resemble to the T2G ligand orbitals, and these T2G orbitals are closely resemble to the T2G star antibonding molecular orbital, or the contribution of this T2G metal orbital will be greater here, and contribution of the ligand T2G orbital will be greater here in the bonding molecular orbital. It means that as the energy of the T2G orbital will be increases here, T2G star means T2G orbitals because they are contributed more here. So the energy of the T2G metal orbital will be increases here. So they are get stabilized. They are get stabilized here. Whatever the electrons are present into this, that electrons, there is an increase in the energy level. Okay. So ultimately this energy gap will be reduces. The energy gap between this T2G star and Eg star, that is T2G and Eg star, will be reduces here. That's why particularly in the complex ion FeF6, Fex is 3 minus, when the ligand orbitals are at the lower energy level and metal orbitals are at the higher energy level, the T2G orbitals have raised in energy, their energy will be increases. So they are get destabilized because they are going from lower energy level to the higher energy level. But due to this energy gap will be reduces here. This is the original energy gap in the sigma bonding molecular orbital diagram. So due to the effect of the pi bonding, this energy gap will be reduces here. So delta O value is less here. That's why we have shown the energy gap between the T2G star and Eg star, it will be less here in case of such complexes. And that complex get destabilized here. So let us see the discussion belongs to this. Okay. Field ligand orbitals of lower energy level. Okay. So the ligand orbitals are at the lower energy level, and such type of the interaction, it is called as ligand to metal pi interaction, because the electrons are coming from the ligand. So ligands are going to give the electron to the metal ion here. Okay. So this type of the interaction, it is called as ligand to metal pi interaction. Let us see now. Second type of the interaction, metal to ligand pi interaction. These two interactions are very important one. In the ligand to metal pi interaction, we have seen that this energy gap will be reduces. Delta value will be less due to the formation of the pi bond. Okay, so this energy gap will be reduces here. But let us see in this diagram. Okay, now in this diagram, metal T2G orbitals are at the lower energy level, ligand T2G orbitals are at the higher energy level. Now the example of such metal to ligand pi interaction, it is the FeCN6 3 minus. FeCN6 3 minus. In such complexes, such type of the interaction is there. FeCN6 3 minus. complex ion. Okay, empty ligand orbitals. We know that in case of the ligands like cyano and carbonyl ligand, there is a empty antibonding molecular orbitals are available. So ligand orbitals are empty there, therefore their energy level will be higher. Ligand T2G orbitals are at the higher energy level because it is empty, and metal T2G orbitals are at the lower energy level. Some electrons are there, so it is having the lower energy level. And this is the original energy gap between the T2G and Eg star. Now in this case, what happens? There is a overlapping between the metal T2G orbitals with ligand T2G orbitals. As metal T2G orbitals are very near to the T2G bonding molecular orbital here. Okay, so we can say that the T2G bonding molecular orbitals are closely resembled to the metal T2G orbitals. It means the contribution of the metal T2G orbitals will be greater here, and the contribution of the ligand T2G orbitals will be greater here because it is near to the this antibonding molecular orbital. So the contribution of this ligand T2G orbital, it is greater here, and contribution of this metal T2G orbitals will be greater here in the bonding molecular orbital. So as you seen this energy gap now in the original sigma bonding molecular orbital diagram, as these T2G pi bonding molecular orbitals are nothing but T2G metal orbitals, so its energy becomes decreases here. Okay, its energy becomes decreases here, so ultimately this energy gap will be increases. The delta O value, it is increases here. Why it is increases? Because metal T2G orbitals shows decrease in the energy level. The contribution of the metal T2G orbitals will be greater here, and these T2G molecular orbitals are closely resembled to the T2G metal orbitals. Therefore there is a decrease in the energy level of the T2G metal orbitals, and therefore this energy gap, it is increasing here. Okay, you can see this energy gap. So delta O value will be increases here. So what is the effect of the pi bonding on the delta O? Delta O becomes increases. So in such complexes, there are two types of the interaction. Already in sigma bonding, we know ligand to metal interaction, that is known to us. And in the pi bonding, metal to ligand interaction. So whenever there is two side interaction, that interaction, it is more suitable interaction. So the bond between the metal and the ligand will be stronger and stronger, and the complex, it is very, very stable complex. So let us see the discussion of this vacant ligand orbitals of high energy, and this type of the interaction, it is called as metal to ligand pi interaction. Okay, so such type of the interaction is takes place with ligands like phosphine, arsine, because they are having empty d pi orbitals vacant. Okay, so they can receive the electron density from the metal. Metal electrons are donated to the ligand. Okay, we have already shown into the diagram this. Now the vacant ligand orbitals are at the higher energy level compared to the metal T2G orbitals. You can see vacant ligand orbitals are at the higher energy level as compared to the metal T2G orbitals. Okay, the resulting bonding molecular orbitals T2G are closer to the metal orbitals. Okay, we have shown that resulting this bonding T2G orbitals are closer to the metal T2G orbital. So its contribution will be greater here. It means that this T2G is nothing but T2G bonding molecular orbitals. T2G bonding molecular orbitals. Okay, therefore the metal electrons from T2G orbitals will occupy the T2G bonding molecular orbital. Okay, they are shifted to the energy level lower than what if the pi bonding has not taken place. If the pi bonding has not taken place, then their energy level will be lowered. The energy level of Eg star remains unchanged. It cannot be changed here. You can see the energy of Eg star. You can see here Eg star does not change here. Only the energy level of the metal T2G orbital will be decreases, and this energy gap will be increases here. Delta O value will be increases here. That is the effect of the pi bonding on the delta O value. So ligands like carbonyl groups, cyano ligand, is having both types of the field as well as vacant pi orbitals they are having. Okay, so in complexes like FeCN6, the main pi interaction is between the vacant antibonding pi star molecular orbital and T2G orbitals of the Fe3 plus ion. Okay, this corresponds to the stabilization of T2G molecular orbitals and increasing the splitting energy. The delta value will be increases here. Okay, so that is metal to ligand pi interaction. The electron from the metal goes to the ligand. So in general, ligands which can form the pi bonds in addition to the sigma bonds cause more splitting of the d orbitals. Okay, means in addition to the sigma bond, whenever there is a formation of the pi bond between the metal and the ligand, the splitting of the d orbital will be takes place. That is the value of the delta O value will delta O it is higher. Okay, so this explains why ligands like carbonyl group CO and cyno cause more splitting of the d orbitals, because in such type of the ligands there are two types of the interactions: ligand to metal interaction as well as ligand to metal to ligand interaction. In the sigma bonding, the interaction will be ligand to metal, and in the pi bonding, the interaction will be metal to ligand. And because of due to this, there is a more splitting of the d orbitals, and therefore such ligands are also called as a strong ligands. Two types of the interactions are possible. That is very very important. In the sigma bonding, there is an interaction that is ligand to metal sigma bonding. Let us show this. Okay, ligand to metal sigma bonding. 1 minute. Okay, sigma interaction is already known to us, and in the pi interaction, metal to ligand pi interaction. So two side interaction is here, and it is always stable. It is always stable. So such ligands are considered as a strong ligands. Okay, such ligands are considered as a strong ligands. So in this way, in this lecture, we have been discussed about the effect of the pi bonding on the splitting parameter, that is delta O value. Once again, you have to see both the diagrams here. The both diagrams you have to see here. See, this is ligand to metal pi interaction. Ligand orbitals are at the lower energy level. They are filled, and it is mentioned here filled ligand orbitals of low energy level. Okay, so the bonding molecular orbitals now closely resemble to this, or whatever the electrons are here that are goes into the bonding molecular orbital, and metal T2G electrons are goes to the T2G star, and there is an increase in energy level of the metal T2G orbitals, and therefore this energy gap will be reduces here. That is the effect of the pi bonding. So generally in the complexes like FeF63 minus, as the energy gap between the T2G star and Eg star will be less, this is because of due to the effect of the pi bonding. While in the complexes like FeCN6, cyano ligand is having the empty pi orbitals, empty metal T2G orbitals. Okay, and here some electrons are there. So therefore, there is a decrease in the energy level of the T2G orbital, and this energy gap will be increases here as compared to the initial energy gap between the T2G and Eg star orbital. So the effect of the pi bonding in this case, it is increase in the value of the delta O, and here decrease in the value of the delta O. So you should have to understand what is the effect of the pi bonding. Therefore, the complex FeF63 minus, it is a less stable complex. This complex, it is a less stable complex FeF6. Okay, it is a less stable complex because the energy of the T2G orbital becomes increases here. It get destabilized when its energy becomes increases from T2G to T2G star here. Okay, in this case it goes down. So the example, it is FeCN6. Okay, so this complex is a very very stable complex as compared to this FeF63 minus complex. So two types of the interactions are takes place when we discuss the pi bonding: ligand to metal pi interaction and metal to ligand pi interaction. Either there is a decrease in the energy gap, or there is an increase in the energy gap. So in such complexes, we are showing the larger energy gap is there. And in such complexes, we are showing smaller energy gap is there. Okay. So this is about the effect of the pi bonding on the splitting parameter. On the basis of the molecular orbital theory, we explain this topic.